There were a couple of live shows in September with the band Stabbing Westward, and this artist performed a new song called Panic Room. And Walter Flakus came out and raged on the guitars. Joining me is Ania of I Ya Toyah. And this song, Panic Room, it had a huge anticipation to drop because these New York City and Baltimore shows just blew up online with the video of this song. And then they had to wait until the end of October to hear the song. How's it going?
It's going awesome. Thank you for asking.
So you're out of Chicago now, but you're originally from Poland?
Yes, that's true.
And you grew up listening to Stabbing Westward, and now you're performing with them.
Oh, yes. I mean, exactly. It's huge.
Not only are you performing, but Walter Flakus, this isn't the first time you guys have worked together. He actually remixed a song of yours, Pray.
Yes, he did. And I love the remix. And from what he said, he really enjoyed working with the song. His favorite part was my voice. So he was telling me, we need to work together because I love your voice. And I was just like, is this real?
And now you've toured and now you're working together. So I hear that there's anticipation of a full-blown album out of more music coming out. Do you know when the full album's going to be out, or are you dropping some more singles? What can we expect?
Definitely a lot of music next year. In 2024, I want to drop a lot of singles, of which all of them are produced with Walter of Stabbing Westward. Mm-hmm. And this will eventually lead to the big album release. But I do not have the date yet. For now, we're just wrapping the production of the songs that exist, and then I guess we come up with some sort of a plan. I mean, I need to decide what I want to do, but I feel like every song that we've worked on is so solid that I want people to hear each of them. So just dropping the album, I guess, is not the answer, because how do I make sure that every song gets heard?
Right, so you're going to drop them as singles and then put them all together, and then if you want them, here's the whole album.
That's kind of the concept, and I'm not sure how many I'm going to drop of the whole piece that we have. Definitely, I want to release several of them at least before the whole record comes out.
And let's talk about Panic Room, because it just came out. This song is powerful, and you do keyboard and pedal stations on this?
Yes. So when I perform live, well, aside from when Walter was, joining me on stage, which was absolutely the best, but when he doesn't join me on stage, I perform it on keyboards and my pedal board. Also, I have a choice to perform it on the guitar. I haven't yet. I only performed this song by myself once, and it was at the end of October during Dark City Fest in New Orleans. And I didn't perform a guitar at the time for that song just because I wanted to be with audience. And guitar kind of blocks me from people. It kind of gives me this barrier. So I did reprogram things to be able to trigger the guitar via the synths. So that's where the guitar sound came from during that show. And in the future, I'm not sure yet how to approach performing that song because, again, I love being with audience, and the song is very guitar-driven. So being with the guitar all the time for the whole song is not really what I want to do. So maybe just looping chunks of guitar and then triggering them will be my answer. I'm not sure, but either way, performing this song is so much fun. It's
such an intense song, and even the video, I'm not going to lie, the video gave me a little bit of anxiety, Panic Room for sure. And it's got that demon-like voice in behind it, but it goes so well with your voice. How did you come up with that?
Well, it was sort of how do we express Panic Room? How do we express this uncertain feeling that the song talks about? And so I thought to, just create kind of two walls that will slowly be coming together and closer and closer and closer until at the final scene they kind of squish me and I disappear. And those other parts, it was the cage and kind of imprisonment, the chains, and then of course, the part of performance where I just perform like I would normally do. But, the scenes where we wanted to, my creative team and I, we wanted to express this kind of anxiety feeling. It definitely, was something we just went for, following this kind of feeling, So, how do you feel when you have anxiety? And that's it, right?
Yeah, I did watching this video. So you did a spectacular job because that is what you were trying to get across. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, so are you going to be touring further? Like, I know that you were just doing some dates in September. Do you have anything that we can look forward to if people want to see you live? Where are you going to be?
Well, I will definitely perform a lot. I cannot disclose yet the plans for 2024. They are shaping up, and I'm going to be on the road, so just stay tuned. The best way to be updated is to subscribe to my Bands in Town, where everybody gets alerts when I am showing up in the town near them. Mm-hmm. People can also request my, performance in their town.
Oh,
so
cool.
Bands in Town is that place. And I would also strongly recommend to come to my website, which is IYaToyah.com, and subscribe to my cult. In my cult newsletter, I always share first tips with people who are subscribers. That will be the first place when I can announce things that are coming up.
Okay, good to know. You're an advocate for mental health, and you have charities that you help out.
Yes, I always donate to American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So 15% of my physical releases have been given to that foundation. But recently I started something new, and I started printing bracelets to support a crisis line. So, we have this crisis line, 988, and people can call this number. It's a free piece number. It's easy to remember. And they can seek help when they feel distraught. So I printed those bracelets, and I started giving them away with hope that people wear them and they have this number on them, with them, not only to remind them that they are not alone and that they can reach out, but also to maybe encourage conversation with other people that they meet during the day. Because this bracelet, shows the number. It talks about mental health. And I feel like it's a big problem for us. We don't talk about mental health enough to where the stigma is that. I started doing this last year, and around the same time as we are now. And so I want this to become a tradition. And every year during the holiday time, I would like to do this drive. I call it Holiday Drive. And basically just talk about those bracelets. People can reach out to me. They can simply send me email at IYaToyah@gmail.com, and I will send them a bracelet or more. And it's free. I'm covering all the postage and everything so that people can have them, those bracelets.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Well, this is awesome. Congrats on the new song. And thank you so much for joining me to talk about it, the ins and outs, and a little bit about what's to come in the future for you.
Well, first of all, thank you so much. Thank you for everything. And I have this big, big picture for what I want to achieve and accomplish in this life in general. But smaller steps is 2024 that is next. So I will be very busy releasing singles, performing shows, and just basically hoping to connect with my new audience. I really hope that, my existing audience, of course, but also new people. I am very excited for this.